Good evening and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, where we do not have much money left. No, we're down to $604,000, and that is because I paid off half our loan. We started with a $5 million loan and I paid half of it off because I wanted the loan repayments to drop. I thought paying half of it off would drop half the loan repayments. Didn't really. It's gone from 37 to 24,000, so yeah, so we are still losing money. So we need to deal with that, like now. And I've been trying to figure out what I want to do here. So there's a couple of things we can do. I could add more. We can invest in infrastructure. We could do bits and pieces. So and by add more, I mean not here, but over here we have a forest. And we have a sawmill, and the sawmill wants wood from the forest. So we could put in some truck stops here and have this deliver to here. And then that would make us some money, because it's a little weird. I must admit, it's a little weird. You don't buy goods, okay? You don't buy any. You get them for free. You put down a truck stop, and this just delivers and puts it there. And then you sell the goods here. And it's called tickets. If I click this here and go road, it's called tickets. So this is how much, like, they're paying you to deliver the goods. So they pay you to deliver the goods. You're just a transport company. So you don't buy the goods, you don't sell the goods. They just pay you for shipping it. So that makes sense that way. It just seems a bit weird to me that, I suppose my brain has to get around the fact that we are a transport company. We're not a we're not buying and selling goods. We are just delivering goods. Simple as that. And same with people. People are just goods. We will deliver goods from one place to another if we had that. So we've got an option there to do that. We also have one here as well near Minehead, which I thought was quite funny because there is a Minehead in Cornwall, and I have been to that in the UK. So I don't know why I didn't notice that last time. There's also Staines upon Thames. That's a place as well. I think all of these are actual real places. So, but anyway, yeah, Minehead wants fuel, and there's a coal mine right here. So we could get the coal mine and deliver it there. That'd be easy. But what I want to do is actually fix these lines here, and I want to figure out how to optimize these lines. Simply because then I'll know, then I'll have the knowledge, and I can go through it with you. And you wonderful people in the comments can tell me if I'm getting things right or wrong or whatever. Speaking of that, thank you very much for commenting on the last episode, on the first episode, and telling me, like, for instance, these wagons park here, and if more wagons come in, it can block. So it's possible they will block. So by having these ones have to wait until they're full, it might jam up completely because the deliveries can't deliver the stone because they've got no bricks, and they won't get any bricks because there's no stone deliveries. Now there's two things we could do with this. One, we could get a truck unload stop and put it here, and that just allows trucks to unload goods. There's no pickup, it's just an unload site. We could do that and then just drop the stone off directly for here. Or we could expand this and have it so that they come along in a different route, so they never cross. You could have one section here, or two truck stops, that sort of thing. But now I'm going to leave it. When it blocks up, we will deal with it, because I want to see it block up so that I can fix it. You know, if you know what I mean. I need to see it go wrong before I can fix it. I don't just want to be like, okay, well, they say prevention's better than cure, but you need to cure it first because you need to see what's gone wrong with it before you can do it. So then I'll know what not to do in the future. So what I want to do is optimize the lines here. So let's start at the end. Let's start at the end here. So new begin by the sea. I assume the sea's over there. Wants bricks and wants goods. Okay, so if we click this here, it wants 28 bricks, and it's currently getting 9, which is 30%. Okay. You over here are producing 12, I think. 12 bricks. I think this is annually, but then I don't think it's annually because it's not It's not. Yeah, it's not. Because the date's changed, so I don't. But it doesn't matter. All the numbers are the same timescale. It doesn't matter. So it's producing. Like, it's got 14 out of 100. So it can run at 100%. It's currently running at 14%, 15%, that sort of thing. And shipment is there. So production is how much it's making. Shipment is how much it's getting in, and transport is how much it's sending out. So it's 100% sending out because this is never filling up. It will eventually fill up, so this will start dropping because they are getting bricks stored here and they're not picking them up fast enough. So that's fine. And then we'll go over to the quarry. Which over here. Now the quarry can produce 400 goods and is currently shipping 100 goods. This confused me for a little bit until I had to get my head around it, and I realised the reason it says it's 100 goods is because this only wants 100 goods. Okay, so this quarry can deal with sending goods to other places, like up to 4 of them, I guess. And currently we have 14% transport, which means we're only dealing with 14, sometimes 15% of the maximum it can do, of the 100 it can currently do. In consumers, can I move this? I can move this. In consumers, you see here, it's got 3 potential places to deliver to. That's on its lines that we could deliver stone to. And each line has its own percentage. So if we deliver to all 3, this shipment would go to 300. I don't know if we'd get more transport bars. It'd probably just get 1 bar to do it. But in here, we can see what they're doing. So we need to up this to 100% because we want to output 100 goods to here because this can use 100 goods. And then we want to output the bricks to here. However, we're only dealing with 15% of the quarry, but we are dealing with 40% of the bricks. So if we went to 100% quarry, that would mean we'd go to 200% bricks, which we don't want because we wouldn't be able to sell them. At least this is my understanding of the game. As I said, in the comments, do let me know if I'm getting this wrong, but this is what I've kind of understood here so far. I don't know, you probably don't have to go this far into it, just adding more carts until eventually it fills up is fine, but I like the numbers. I like trying to figure out the numbers. So if this one's 28 bricks and we have to deliver from here, we need to add more carts onto here to get up to a higher amount. So how do we do that? How many carts do we need to optimize this line? Well, if we're currently supplying 13 out of 28, 14 out of 28, we need to double the carts. Simple as that. Nice and easy. Okay, that's easy. We can do that. That's not a problem. Will we be producing enough bricks to do that? So, unfortunately, it doesn't tell you how many bricks we're actually producing. I do wonder if this. It says 12. But we seem to be sending 14 over. So, although I think this number does change. I think this number goes up and down over time. So we need to get this up from 12 to 28. So we need to double the production, which would be double this line as well. Perhaps. Because this is running at 14%, and 14% of 100 is 14. So that would make sense. So we need to double the carts on either side to get this working fine. So this is what I mean by optimizing this. It's not just, right, okay, so if we know 4 carts are doing 15%, that means they're doing 3.75 each, which means we need 27 carts to get this to 100%. Which would be great, but then we'd be producing too many bricks. You know, we'd be producing 100 a year, and we only need 28 a year. At the moment, maybe this number changes, I don't know. So let's buy a load more wagons. So let's buy cargo horse-drawn wagons. We want to buy 8. Can we afford 8? That's going to be 200,000. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Buy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into the quarry zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the quarry line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the brickyard line. Okay. So now we need to have a look at this. Will this work or will this block up? So whilst we wait for the carts to come along here, there's another resource which would have made life a little bit easier if I hadn't gone around and moved it. But we can look at down here, this line statistics. Boom. The cargo right now, whenever you make new wagons, they always seem to default to logs. I don't know why, but now it's telling me the rate is 28. And this is approximate annual throughput per year. So the rate is 28 a year of goods being moved, which is awesome because that's how many bricks we want. We want 28. So fine. And we know that it's 1 to 1. 1 stone makes 1 brick. So we need 28 brick stone coming in. And we have the so the actual quarry is 28 and the brickyard is 27. So but here, this, how does this block up? How does this do the thing here? So, okay, you picked up roads, that's fine. You were a quarry vehicle? Oh no, you're a quarry vehicle. Yeah, so they're all going to come here for the quarry and then go along. Because this is the first stop for the quarry. Realistically, I should have changed it so that was the first stop for the quarry, so they'd go all the way down there first. But although I think I did that. Let me do that. Hold on. Yeah. We did, so I don't know why they're stopping here. Maybe they go to the nearest stop. Doesn't matter, not important. Okay, so you picked up that. So there's only 3 bricks here now. You're going to pick those 3 bricks up, and then you're going to stop. Yep, you're going to wait for another brick to be made, and there's no bricks to be made. You're going to come in and stop here. You're going to come in and stop here. Now, will this block the quarry? Will this block the entrance for the quarry? Because I think the horses has to come in and then they detour out. That might be allowed to move. I'm not sure. We will find out in just a moment. Here comes quarry vehicle. They're just called road vehicles. I should be renaming them to be something a bit better than that when I make them, but we'll see. We'll see. So you are gonna turn in. And yeah, you can turn off. Okay, so if another vehicle went in here, this would block. You can drive through that one. Okay, so, but you see, this is the potential for it going wrong. This is the potential for it all going terribly wrong and falling apart and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So what we could do in the future is have drop-off points outside and then have a single place for pickups, because you have to use the stations for pickups, but you can use the unload stop for unloading. So yeah, I don't know what the throughputs are for these. It doesn't really say. The only advantage you have of the this or the major advantage of this one is that we can configure it and make it larger if we want to. So we can add more to it. We can add a roadway here and a roadway there. So we could go, hey, here's a roadway. This is for this side, and here's a roadway for that side there. And we get rid of the center roadway. And then obviously these ones have to come in here to this side. This one has to come in here to this side. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's test this, shall we? So boom, boom, and then destroy that one. Okay. Come out of that. Let's have a look at the lines now. How's this going? So, oh, they're doing some very. So that's input. That's output. That's not what I want. That is not what I wanted. Hold on. Configure. A street connection. Yeah. Why has it done that? Why has it done that? I don't want that. Yeah, this is not what I wanted. I wanted this to be the input for this side and that to be the input for that side. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think it's sort of working that way. If we just reconnect the center one there, and then let's see what the line's doing now. Okay, so we've got one input, and then so I'd like them to come this side of it, but I don't know how to do that. because this is either track 1, so it comes down and goes to track 1 there. But if I change it to track 2, it's coming in here and then going back out that way. So yeah, it's not going to work the way we want it to. Okay, so let's reconfigure this. We get rid of those. Okay, it's just doing the same thing it was doing before, so we'll just leave it like that and we'll see how it goes. And if it backs up, then we'll deal with some changes and see how that works. So okay, so what should happen here now is we should start making money, but not until these have gone and come back again. It does say annual. It does say that the annual throughput rate. This is how much it does annually. I think it's actually quicker than that because we have time slowed down. So it's like instead of this being annual, this is every quarter maybe. So yeah, we'll see. The new vehicles will be getting here very soon. Here they come. So let's follow this one along, and we will make the journey from the quarry back to the brickyard and see what sort of speed, not speed, but what sort of throughput we can get. And there we go. We have made the trip. We have dropped the stuff off, and I can already see the bricks are filling, which is awesome. Our current production is 32. So even though this line says 28, it's actually producing more than that. But I think this is the average. It says that approximate annual throughput. So this will drop down below there, probably drop down to about 26 or so, and then come back up again and change. So yeah, cool. And that will mean that over here at New Begin, we should be very soon getting up to 28 bricks come in, because again our throughput is going to be 27, so it's close enough. We actually have 32 maximum, but it takes 107 seconds for the how long the average time to get from there to here. So it's actually about the same distance between the two. I didn't realise that. It's roughly the same distance between the two. So I thought this was a longer line, but that's okay. But if our throughput is going to be 28 or 27, this should go up higher, which will make this grow. This should make the town grow faster because it's got more supply. And private transport, 88 private transport. Cool. Okay. Wow. Okay, so all the towns are connected to each other, so you could run a transportation network between all of them. So okay, and it looks as if we are making money. Yo, maybe. We'll see. This says we're making money, so I like this. This is a good number. Okay. Oh, it's going down again now. Right. So I think that's what I need to do. We need to look at where we're delivering goods to and from, and see how many we can deliver. Like you put one cart on there, find out what the line supports, and then you can calculate how many carts you need per go. And this is going to be fine production. This is not going to run out because we're only upping it by a little bit because we're it's more than that now. It should be more than that. We doubled it, so it should go from 15 to about 30% transport. So, but I might have to average out over a year before we get anything back for it. But okay. This is good. I am liking this. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. So, what is next? Do we want to expand out over here? Do we want to do other things. We can put some trains in places, although that's a lot of money. I need to pay off the debt. That's what we need to do. We need to try something to pay off the debt as quickly as possible. So we might do a couple of little ones in between. I've had out. Interesting to know. Streets can be changed with a rebuild tool. That's nice. So this produces 400 wood, and this wants 200 wood. So what happens to it? Does it just fill up? Once it's filled up, it doesn't produce anymore, or not sure. Not sure. Let's try this. Let's try this. We'll go with a truck station. Truck station there. Put on. Okay. And then I'm going to put a truck stop up here. Do it a different way. You can put the truck stop like basically outside the building because it can share the road with it. So let's put the truck stop right there. Okay. I don't know if these have limits on their speed they can deliver to. Doesn't really say. So yeah. Let's add a new line. New line from there to there, and this is going to be the road. New begin forest to mill or sawmill or whatever it is. So okay, what is this called? This is North Highcombe Forest. Why is that north? Oh, because it's close to this one. Technically, you are on the new begin side of it, so we're going to rename you the New Begin Forest. There you go. Awesome. Oh, there's also one up. There's a sawmill up there as well. We might try both. We might be greedy. Let's just be greedy. Okay. And then we can add another line in, which will go from there to there. But that wants to be platform 1. Maybe platform 2. Platform 2. Okay, so one's doing platform 1, one's doing platform 2. Cool. New Begin Forest South. There we go. Okay. You're a private car? You're a private car. Okay. Cool. And so what we want to do is we want to transport goods from here to there and here to there. Now this can deal with 400, and this needs 200, and this needs 200. So we're gonna do both of them. Okay. So let's buy ourselves. Let's buy 2. You're gonna go to New Begin Forest to Mill. And this one's going to be called Road New Begin Forest to North Mill. It's not how you spell north. Yeah, boom. Okay. And then here you're going to go to the Forest to North Hill. Forest to North Hill, that one. And let's rename this one to actually put the space in it correctly, so it ends up in the correct data. Okay, right. Then, oh excuse me, then we'll unpause the game for a moment, let the 2 wagons come out of there, and what we should be able to do is click this, and here we go. So this is now doing 4, a rate of 4. Is that because he's store 4? No, that can't be right. They don't take a single year to travel backwards and forwards. I think this number's not correct. Well, we have vehicles import. Yes, okay, we need maintenance as well. Okay, we'll do that in a moment. Yeah, because this is saying we're running about 20 average. And this is saying we're running 26 average. Well, I don't think this is right. I think this is just telling me that I've got enough to run like one. Like a cart could run once a year. That's not right. The carts will not run once a year. They'll be quicker than once a year there. Frequency is every 107 seconds. I'm missing something here. This is not right. This is not right. Does anyone know whether this is just showing the current rate? As in the it says approximate annual throughput per station. That can't be correct, because how would it know that this is going to take a year for them to travel and come back again? That would be 4, because we've got 1 wagon. Very confused by that. Very confused. But we'll see. We'll see. It's cost. We've lost a lot of money again because I've brought loads of things. So, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We might have to add more wagons over here. That'll be fine. This is going to make us money. That'll be fine too. Okay. Happy days. Happy days. So maintenance is going to be another thing we have to deal with. If I click on this one here to get the vehicles up, you can see we've got a couple of vehicles which are 3 years old, and if we click the vehicle, condition is very bad. Doesn't tell me in there, but if I go to the vehicle, buy vehicles, it says that the lifespan is 3 years, so after 3 years it's going to start becoming bad. So what can we do for that? We can either delete them and replace them, or we can select them all and we can change the maintenance. Now it increases the running costs, but it does mean that their condition will increase better over time. If we did that, replace selected vehicles, so we can scrap them and replace them. We can do that, and then we can just go replace them. There's send to the vehicle depot, there's paint them, there's all sorts of things of it. So let's just, if we replace them, how much would that cost? Does it tell us? Let's click it and find out. Yes, it does. Okay. Eight vehicles be replaced. 168,000. And it's going up because obviously the wagons we're selling are worth less. So I'm thinking of changing the maintenance. I think we might change the maintenance on them. Or well, what's the bad vehicle do? The emissions are 71 compared to a very good vehicle, which is emissions is 64. That's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's still delivering the same amount of stuff. Yeah, 18 miles an hour top speed, kilometers an hour top speed. It's still got the same top speed. It's just the emissions get worse on it. So we'll leave it for the minute. We'll leave it for the minute. I don't think we have to worry too much about it. Emissions aren't a bad thing at the moment. Minus 10% emissions. So yeah. Plus 80%. So it's growing. It's growing. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good for emissions. We'll leave it for the moment. We'll see whether everything breaks down and falls apart and does whatever it does. So, okay, you have delivered and are returning now. So you say rate is 5 now. Okay, so maybe it has to do a couple of deliveries before it balances and gives you the correct numbers. It's still a weird rate though, because it's not yearly. Because I guess it ignores this here. The quarter. That'd be every quarter instead, because we got it running at quarter speed. So Okay, you arrive. The average has come down to every 9 minutes. So yeah, it's an average. This is an average. Okay. Okay, so you've got to let it run for a while before you can see the actual figures. And then I suppose counter it from there. So shame there's no way to tell you how long the line is. Yeah, nothing to tell you how long the line is. Otherwise we could figure it out based on the average speed of the vehicle. So, but oh well. Oh well. We're making money. Slowly, we're making a little bit of money. So I think we're going to leave it here. We're going to let it run for a while. And you can let me know in the comments if there's a much better way of doing what I've just done for the whole episode. Because there probably is, and I'm just not aware of it. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.